Racism and white supremacy currently plague every social, educational, economic, governmental, and legal system in our state and in our nation. And they have for centuries. Both, you're referring to your state and America. Both.
Today we're diving into a heated exchange between Senator John Kennedy and Biden's judicial nominee, Judge Pennell. This isn't your average line of questioning, it's tense, controversial, and brings out some hard-hitting topics. Kennedy starts off with a 2020 document Judge Pennell signed, a statement on racism, white supremacy, and justice. He reads an excerpt stating, "Racism and white supremacy currently plague every social, educational, economic, governmental, and legal system in our state and in our nation." The statement goes further to say that these issues have entrenched inequality and inequity for Black, Indigenous, African American, Latinx, and other communities of color.
In 2020, you and 10 of your friends issued a written statement. You entitled it, quote, "Statement on Racism, White Supremacy, and Justice." Here's what you said. I'm quoting from you now. "Racism and white supremacy currently plague every social, educational, economic, governmental, and legal system. Racism and white supremacy currently plague every social, educational, economic, governmental, and legal system in our state and in our nation. And they have for centuries. Both, you're referring to your state and America, both target Black, Indigenous, African American, Latinx, and other people and communities of color, resulting in entrenched inequality and inequity, manifesting in unjust, unfair, and differential treatment, and yielding remarkably disparate and negative outcomes relative to those experienced by white people. End quote. Did I read that accurately?
Senator, I don't have it in front of me. I don't have any reason to think that you did not read that correctly.
Okay. You are very active in Planned Parenthood, are you not?
No, Senator.
Okay. Well, Planned Parenthood, in its annual reports, lists you as a, quote, silver friend, close quote. Do you know what a silver friend means?
I don't, Senator.
That's someone who has donated between $1,000 and $2,500 to Planned Parenthood of Greater Washington and North Idaho. That's in the Planned Parenthood annual reports. You don't know anything about that?
I don't recall. What I recall, Senator, is that my husband had donated to Planned Parenthood, and I think at some point in time they listed me along with him, but I believe that was a donation.
This is you.
Okay.
And in fact, they say that as of 2018, you've been a donor for at least 10 consecutive years. Is that right?
I do not recall donating them for the last 10 consecutive, 10 years before 2018 or 10?
That's as of.
I don't recall, Senator.
Okay, you don't remember. Okay, let me ask you, you're on the Court of Appeal, a few of your cases. Do you remember a case called State v. Westwood?
I believe so, Senator.
And you were reversed in that case, weren't you?
Senator, in reviewing my cases, I think I've been reversed in about 2% of the cases that I've issued. I've issued almost,
Were you reversed in that case, though?
that was a very complicated case regarding sentencing
But I'm
law.
gonna run out of time, and I got a bunch of these.
Okay.
Were you reversed?
Kennedy then takes a different approach, pulling out a list of Judge Pennell's cases. He goes down the list, rapid fire, asking if she remembers each one and if she was reversed on her decisions. Judge Pennell tries to keep up, explaining that while she's been reversed in only about 2% of her cases, she can't recall every single one right off the top of her head. This line of questioning seems aimed at casting doubt on her track record, with Kennedy implying she may not be as thorough or unbiased as she claims. Finally, Senator Kennedy comes to the end of his line of questioning, thanking Judge Pennell but leaving a sense of skepticism lingering in the air. He wraps up by saying, "I think that would be a surprise to the Supreme Court that you weren't reversed." Judge Pennell maintains her composure, responding politely, "Thank you, Senator." The exchange is intense, filled with moments that raise questions about judicial bias, political affiliation, and personal beliefs. What a grilling session that was. Senator Kennedy definitely pushed hard, and Judge Pennell held her own, though some of her answers may leave people wondering, where do you stand? Do you think this line of questioning was fair, or did Kennedy cross the line? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this breakdown, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more content on the latest political happenings. See you next time.